Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin', what's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. Joe Blast is in the building. AJ Lindo. Navin, what's going on? Certified Tyrone in the building. What's poppin'? Who else we got up in here? Danny is in the building. Baz is up in here. Listen, today's show, guys, send this video to your favorite black pill content creator. Send this out to the masses of guys who are so concerned about looks and everything is about looks. Send it to all those dudes, right? Because we about to get it in today. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into anything else, let's do this.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Joe. You be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust. They just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
Woo! All right. Let's get into this. So, I titled today's show, shout out to everybody in the chat. This one's going to be very, very interesting because this is going to put to bed a lot of the bullshit out here in these YouTube streets, right? So there's a lot of guys out there who watch videos from other content creators who are men or supposedly men, you know, males, I should say, judging other men's looks. Right now, what I'm going to do to show you guys how much these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about, I'm going to use myself as an example of why you should never listen to other men's opinions on your looks. Because if you do, you're a dumbass. Okay, you're an idiot, you're a moron, you're stupid. I'm just letting you know right now, you are dumb. All of you guys sending in your pictures to get rated by some dude, you're a fucking idiot. Okay? And the reason why is because you have to understand that it doesn't matter what another dude says. I talk about this in my book, Looks Don't Matter. You feel what I'm saying? Which all of y'all should have been got this book, God damn it. Looks don't matter. 7 ways to attract women without your looks. All of y'all should get this right now. Have this right now. That is the book right there. Actually go into, detail about this in the book, right? But I'm going to talk about a little bit about it today. And I'm going to show you guys how these people out here are just so stupid. They're so dumb. They're so dumb, right? And the thing is, this is what happens. A lot of these guys, what they do is that they look at dudes and then they assume what a woman is going to like about him or not like about him, which is nonsense, because you can't do that because you're not a motherfucking woman. You understand what I'm saying? You're not a woman. So because you're not a woman, how in the fuck are you going to tell other men what women are going to be physically attracted to? Idiot. So you're like, listen, let me show you guys something, because, and again, I'm using myself as an example. So I'm going to show you some comments under some videos and stuff like that of guys, talking shit about me, which is interesting because the things that they say actually go opposite to reality. Surprise, surprise. See, guys who actually live in reality, look at these guys on the YouTube streets and it's just laughable. But the thing that concerns me is that there's a lot of guys out there who they're young, they're naive, and they listen to this shit. And that actually affects their success with women. Meaning that if you're listening to some fucking moron telling you, oh, well, you're not good looking and it's over for you, bro, because you ain't got a jawline and this and this and that, and you're not Chad and all that other stuff, that's going to affect how you interact with women when it comes to this game, because you're going to think, well, so-and-so on the internet said that, I'm only a 4.5 and I'm what they call these niggas? I'm subhuman and I'm an incel and, I got a recessive jaw and, my face isn't symmetrical or whatever fucking stupid shit these niggas be talking about. Right? But let me show you guys some of this comment. This is a comment from one of these videos that was posted up the other day, right? Well, let me put this out the way for a second, just so I can make sure that you guys see clearly what the fuck is going on, right? Now, this is how stupid these guys are. Now, so this person said, I love Locario's game. I love Locario game-wise, but he wouldn't do very well these days. He's not a looker. Laughing my ass off. Then this other guy says, no disrespect to the guy, but he's pretty bad looking. It's his social skill / game that carry him, which I salute him for. But looks wise, I reckon a lot of girls reject him, but he doesn't. But he just doesn't show that. And why would he even such and such? And I didn't even finish the thing. Now, this is the funny part. Now, notice this. Notice this. He said it's his social skill / game that carry him. Interesting. But then when I put a book out called Looks Don't Matter, they talking about I'm bullshitting, right? So this is what I find interesting, guys. Think about this, guys. Just let's put on our thinking caps for a second. Let's put on our thinking caps for a second. If I'm not good looking, but I can still get girls, then doesn't that mean that looks don't matter? Doesn't it mean it's not all about looks? But then if it is all about looks and I'm not good looking, then how the fuck am I getting girls? Do you see how stupid these idiots? Listen, you can't have it both ways. Either I'm ugly and therefore because I'm ugly, you understand, I can't get girls, or I'm only getting girls because of my game. But then if that's the case, then looks don't matter. But then if that's the case, then why are we so worried about the looks if I can get girls without being good looking? You understand? But then if it's all about looks and you can only get girls by being good looking, then how the fuck am I getting girls? Shout out to KZaggin 20. What's poppin'? So KZaggin 20, he said those comments are moist, hetero flexible, dick in the booty dudes. That's facts. You know, it's funny. I actually have some exclusive audio of I'm gonna show you guys. I got some exclusive audio, guys, of the guys who judge men's looks online. Like all of the YouTube guys who be judging men's looks on YouTube. I got some exclusive audio of them. They were in a meeting, and this is I snuck into the meeting and I recorded some of the stuff that they say. So this is exclusive audio, never before seen, never before heard, of the guys on YouTube who judge other men's looks and talk about jawlines and all this other stuff. Are you ready for this? All right, check this out. Listen closely. This is exclusive audio of the guys who judge other men on YouTube.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Yes.
That's how these niggas sound. I'm dead serious. That was exclusive audio of the guys who judge niggas' looks on YouTube. That's exclusive audio. I got that. So what happens is that, and I have another screenshot real quick, right? Of another guy saying some stupid shit. Let's look at this other screenshot. Okay, so somebody in the thing was saying, hold, let me get this, let me make this clear real quick. So somebody was commenting and he was talking about, oh, well, he can't get white girls. And then this guy says, well, his girlfriend and wife are actually white. The April MC chick that flashed on the comments screen is his girlfriend. So then this guy replies, he says, fair enough. I don't mean he can't find success. What I mean is, let's see how many shots he has to shoot before he scores. Let's see the percentage in real time. So majority of women, including black women, this guy isn't going to be attractive. Now, again, men commenting on other men about what women are going to find attractive. Right now, what's interesting is that, now notice we already showed you two fucking comments of of them saying, well, women aren't going to find this guy attractive. But check this out though. Check this clip out real quick.
Well, the reason you have an easy time picking up women is because you're a good-looking guy, and so that's the reason why. No.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Let's run that back. Let's run that back. Wait, what did she say?
Well, the reason you have an easy time picking up women is because you're a good-looking guy, and so that's the reason why. No.
No, that can't be. No, that can't be. That must be a mistake. Hold, let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time because that got to be a mistake. Because obviously, from the comments from the men, women don't find me attractive. Now, remember, I'm using myself as an example to show you that these guys are fucking idiots. But let's continue.
Well, the reason you have an easy time picking up women is because you're a good-looking guy, and so that's the reason why. No.
You know, guys, sometimes I sit down and I wonder to myself, I'm like, can these guys really be that stupid? Like, can they really? Are they that ignorant? They have to be that ignorant. You understand? Exactly. They're gonna be like, Locario, you manipulated the footage. Exactly. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, but Locario, you paid her to say that. Exactly. That's what they're gonna say. Now, mind you, I'm just getting started. I got more shit to show y'all. Now, so I can show you that these guys are fucking idiots. Okay, all of them. Not this. Listen, any dude on YouTube talking about guys' looks and saying, well, I know what women are gonna like, and you gotta look like this or else it's over for you. He's a fucking moron. Okay, he's dumb. He's stupid. I'm letting you know right now. And then the other guys listening to him and taking him serious is just as stupid. Right? But let's continue though. So now what I'm gonna show you guys real quick again, what I'm gonna show you is, I actually showed this video before, but I'm gonna bring it up again. This is a video I did a while ago where I showed how these guys on the internet was like, oh, I don't understand how Locario getting girls. He's not a good looking, whatever. And then I showed actual screenshots of chicks from Tinder that I matched with, talking about, hey, handsome, hey, sexy, and all this other stuff. But let me pull up the screen right here real quick. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. So it's a video I did a while ago called Tinder Girls Rate Mr. Locario's Looks, right? So let me pull this up a little bit. All right. So this is like near the middle of the video, sort of. I'm not gonna play the whole video, but I just want to show you guys, you know, from what the guys are saying versus what the women are saying. Remember, what the idiot guys are saying versus what the women are saying. Okay, let's start this. Let's go. Let's go. So let's start this. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Remember, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it.
So we have one guy named Zach Brown. He says, "Hold on, you mean to say Locario is good looking? Hell no, LOLOLO."
All right, let me know if you guys can hear this. Put a 1 in the chat. Y'all can hear it. Everything good? All right, cool. So now these are screenshots from dudes talking shit about my looks. And let me explain one thing real quick. The reason why these guys say this type of dumb shit, right, is because what happens is, and unfortunately, this is the thing. Let me actually you know, really break this down so you guys understand. I'll say it like this. There's a nigga on YouTube. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not trying to promote his punk ass, right? This idiot, he looked like a crackhead. Now, I'm not saying anything about, you know, his looks in the sense of, oh, is he good looking? No. He looks like he's on crack. You understand? Like, he looks like he fucking he's homeless. Like, the nigga look like he's strung out. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is that he's light skinned, right? He's kind of light skinned, brown skin, light skin, whatever, right? So he made a video talking about me and about me being dark skinned. And he's like, oh, Miss Locario is burnt and grit, all this other stuff. Right now, what happens is, and I noticed this from when I was young, I used to get chicks or I used to be around dudes who were light skinned, but they was insecure, right? And the reason why they was insecure is because they thought because they were light skinned, that automatically meant they looked better than me. And then they thought that automatically meant women were going to like them more than they liked me. But then what happened is that there was times where, and I've seen this happen multiple times, there was times where I would get with chicks that the light-skinned nigga wanted to get with, and he was butthurt because he didn't understand why the chick would pick me over him, right? Because he's like, well, I'm light-skinned, so you should pick me because you understand? So in the black community, a lot of dudes who are light-skinned, especially back in the day, they would automatically think they're better looking than you because they're light-skinned. You understand what I'm saying? See, K-Zag know what the fuck I'm talking about. K-Zag know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? So just off the strength, they think. So this crackhead looking nigga, because he's light-skinned, he actually thinks he looks better than me. Now, whether he looks better than me or not, that's the woman's opinion. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that this nigga look like Schmeagle. That's all I'm talking about. You understand? But I just bring that up to say that part of it also is a factor. Now, another thing you have to understand is this, is that a lot of these dudes, right, when they're looking at men, and it's just so moist.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Yes.
Like, when a lot of these niggas be looking at these dudes, man, there's a little bit of moisture in this situation. So what happens is that they're usually looking at guys who look a little bit soft. You understand? Like pretty boys. You understand what I'm saying? Or guys they would consider pretty boys, which, you know, and a lot of the dudes that they be checking for usually are, you know, either gay or bisexual dudes. Now, ain't nothing wrong with them being gay or bisexual. I'm just saying that those are the guys that they're looking at, right? In these pictures at the draw lines and all this other stuff, right? But what happens is that they're looking at these dudes and they're like, oh, well, he's good looking. This is what a woman is definitely going to like. And if you don't look like that, and blah, 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 right? So these dudes have this sort of idea of what they think women are attracted to, but because they're not women, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? So now Let's continue with this video. So I'm gonna show you this video of all these dudes in their comments about me. And remember, I'm just using this about me so I can explain a point to y'all. Because what you're gonna notice is a strong contrast between what the dudes are saying about me and what the fucking women are saying about me. And so what you have to understand is when it comes to this whole looks thing, it don't matter what the fuck the nigga's saying, because you ain't trying to fuck these dudes, correct? And these dudes, what they do is that they sit there on their moist type of energy, and they're sitting there looking at dudes picking apart their face and thinking, oh, well, the woman's gonna like this, the woman's gonna like that. And these are guys who usually are not really out here making anything happen. They're not in the game. They're not fucking with chicks. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Because if they were really fucking with women and they were really out there, they wouldn't even be doing shit like that. They would understand that what the fuck they're doing is stupid. But let's continue.
Well, right? And now we got another comment by my dude Big Stain. He says, bro, this is sad. You have one of the most depressing channels I've ever seen. No wonder you are not getting women. It's all about the mindset. Locario is not good looking, LOL. Still my dude, but you lack confidence, man. Lose some weight, work on yourself, stop worrying about rejection. It's gonna happen. If you keep thinking negative, nothing will ever happen.
So now he was replying in this comment to, I think this is He Didn't Succeed's video. So all that stuff he's talking about was to He Didn't Succeed. So I just want y'all to know that.
Right? Then we got another comment from a guy that says, Mr. Locario is ugly, bro. LOL laughing emoji. Right? Now we got another comment that says, Locario is a cool dude and I respect his intelligence, but he is not good looking, but is attractive enough to be successful with the ladies. He has charisma and intelligence, and you need your entire act to be together and on point to attract girls. Neat hairstyle, charisma, looks, sense of fashion, and most of all, sex appeal. All right? Now, this is the last comment I'll put up here. And this is from some dude named Egyptian King, and then He Didn't Succeed replied to him. So Egyptian King says, bruh, he's not that good looking. He's decent, but according to incels, I'm sure he's nowhere near what you guys consider to be a Chad. So then He Didn't Succeed replies, he says, a lot of women find Locario attractive, and that's what matters most. He has had women compliment him and tell him he's attractive all throughout his life. I've never had positive reinforcement like that. I'm an unattractive man to women.
All right, so now what's interesting about this part is that He Didn't Succeed is the only nigga in this little this flow of comments that's actually making sense. Meaning he basically said, women find Locario attractive. That is all that matters. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys. See, some of y'all guys are in situations where you're feeling bad about yourself over what some goofy ass nigga said with their fucking, exactly, K-Zag, homoeroticism and all that shit. You feel what I mean? With all that moist shit, with all of this.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Yes.
This is what these niggas is doing. You understand what I'm saying? But what I want you to pay attention to next is what the women said. So I'm gonna show you some Tinder messages from the women. But let's go.
All right, man. Poor He Didn't Succeed. He still doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? As far as himself. But he did make a good point though, right there. He said a lot of women find Locario attractive, and that's what matters most. This is what I be trying to tell you guys. See, y'all be sitting around looking at each other on some half a homo shit all the time, talking about, oh, well, you ain't good looking, and this guy looks good, and he's a Chad, and this and this and that. And y'all didn't actually take time to go out there and find women who find you attractive. Y'all didn't take time to interact with women and see who actually thinks you're attractive. Because you sitting there worrying about, these fools on the internet talking about, oh, it's all about looks. You know, you watching dudes' videos and they start talking about, look at this normie. Look at his jawline. It's recessive. His jawline is recessive. Look at that. He's not a Chad. He will never get a woman. Look at his jawline. Look at this normie, this lower tier incel. He can't get women. If you don't look like this Chad, you can't get girls. My whole channel is about how you can get girls because you don't look like this Chad. That's what the fuck y'all be listening to. You understand what I'm saying? Like a bunch of bullshit, right? So now, what I want to do is, I'm going to show you guys, I took some screenshots of messages that women have sent me on Tinder, right? Now, the main picture I have on this video is one of my Tinder pictures, and I have some other pictures on Tinder or whatever. But this picture I have here is one of the main pictures I have on there. But on Tinder, I think I have the color version. This is the black and white version, right? But I'm gonna show you some messages that the women send me. See, and this is my point. You got all these guys from, oh, Mr. Locario's ugly. He's so ugly. And, what are you talking about? This and this and that. He can't get girls and all this other shit, right? So these are guys saying this. But they never stop to think, what does the woman want? That's all that matters. Because, again, like I said, you ain't fucking these guys. You understand, right? You straight, right? You like to fuck with women, right? So listen to what the women are saying. Go out there and find the women who's going to want to fuck with you. See, you're sitting there wasting time listening to these dudes and thinking that they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they don't. And then you sit there and waste a lot of time because you haven't really taken time out to see what could pop out here, right? So now let's get into some of these Tinder joints. So I blocked out some shit to protect the innocent. So this one right here, I match with this chick, and she sends me the first message. She says, very handsome. And then she puts a heart on one of my pictures. So when they like the picture, it'll have a heart in it. It'll send you a message that they like the picture.
All right, so that one right there, that was the first picture I was showing. So, and that's just that right there was a regular selfie that I just took in some restaurant and posted it up just because I had a lot of professional pictures on my profile, and so I had to post up something that looked regular so the girls knew they figured I was real. You understand what I'm saying? So that they would know that I'm real. Because what was happening is I had too many pictures that looked really good and really professional, so they thought that my profile was fake. So then I made sure I added one where it was just looked like a regular joint, so they know that it was a real joint. You feel what I'm saying? But I just wanted to let y'all know that part,
right? And I blocked out, all of the shit that I said at the bottom, because I ain't really trying to get into all that now. You understand what I'm saying? But this is just to show you already, look, all them guys talking about, oh, Miss Locario's ugly, Miss Locario's ugly, Miss Locario's ugly. But this chick, very handsome. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Stop listening to these fools on the internet who've never really fucked with chicks telling you how to fuck with chicks. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get another picture in here, another screenshot. Now, another one, she sends the first message, hey, good looking. And I'm just like, hey, how are you? What are you up to tonight? She's like, not sure yet. And then, some other shit transpired, but we're not going to get into that. If you guys want to learn how to, get the shit popping on an online dating tip, go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. I have 2 programs on there right now that, are strictly on online dating. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another screenshot right there. Now, this one is interesting. So this is another screenshot. I didn't even respond to this girl, but she says, hi, handsome. And then she says, I'm sorry, I just read your profile. And unfortunately, being in an open relationship is not for me. Take care and good luck. Right?
See, now let me pause that right there for a second. See, this is what I'll be telling guys that they think, oh, well, just because she thinks you're good looking that it's automatic. No, it's not. This women literally said, and I get this message a lot of times because on my profile, I let them know I'm non-monogamous. So I'll get a message that'll be like, hey, I read your profile and you're in an open relationship and I don't know, I'm not really down with that and blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? But all I'm showing you guys is notice the contrast between what they were saying, the guys and the women. I really hope you guys understand this. And trust me, there's more shit I'm gonna show you guys that's gonna be really the fucking nail in the coffin of this whole shit. If I see another black pill nigga talking this nonsense, he's done. Just show him this video, he's done. You understand what I'm saying? He's done. You feel what I mean? So let's continue.
So, so this is interesting because she's still saying I'm handsome. You know, I guess she must have not got the memo off of YouTube that said I was ugly from all these guys. But she thinks I'm handsome for some reason, right? And what I want to point out in this is that a lot of dudes are like, oh, well, if you're good looking, you can, everything's going to work out and chicks is going to still want to fuck with you. Look, this girl, she thinks I'm handsome, but she's still not fucking with me because she's not into the open relationship thing. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes I'll get messages like that where a chick should be like, oh, it's such a shame because you're so cute and I would have liked to get with you but you got a wife and this and that and all that other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because on my profile, I say that I'm in an open relationship. You feel what I'm saying?
Steve White is hilarious. He said those dudes trying to wife Locario. That shit's stupid. But anyway, let's continue.
So that's another picture. Now let's get to another picture. So this one just, the chick just said, hey, handsome. You understand? It's another chick that just said, hey, handsome. And, just self-explanatory on that one. Right? Now let's go to another picture. Now, this one right here, this is actually interesting too, because this is a more subtle way. And I want you guys to notice something here too. So she says, first, she sends the message first. She says, nice pics, right? And this is what I want to point out to a lot of times is that online, women are way more bolder than in person. So, guys always talk about choosing signals and all this other shit. Women women online, they'll be, in some cases, they will make the move first in certain cases. You understand? But if you're outside in the street, most women are going to like approach you and make the move. You understand? But this is another little side note. But so she says, nice pics. I says, thanks, where you from? And the reason why I asked her where she's from is because I don't know what happens. For some reason, sometimes on Tinder, they don't show you how many miles the girl is away from you. And usually when they don't show you that means she's far away. That's what I've noticed. Because usually, if a chick's near you, it'll say 2 miles away, 1 mile away, whatever. So her shit didn't say where she was from. So, or, how far she was. So then I said, where are you from? So then she writes back, she says, Germany. And she says, and that's also where I am, where she is now. Right? So I'm thinking, this chick all the way in Germany, I ain't sitting here trying to go back and forth with her like that. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was she noticed that I didn't respond to her. And then she says, oh, but I like your photos. So I thought, hey, let me just leave a like. You understand? So she's basically she wanted to have a communication with me, but I didn't really hit her back. So she wanted to kind of like save face, like, oh, I just, wanted to say hi and, check your photos out and all this other stuff. But basically she's saying that she thought I looked good, which is why she's saying nice photos, nice pics, all that other shit,
Right. So this is the thing, guys, and this is a good teachable moment where if you're on these sites and it doesn't let you know the location or you can't see the location, right? Usually it means she's far away, but you should still ask, where the hell are you at? So that you can know whether or not to waste your time to keep talking to the chick. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing right there. But as you can see, after she said when she was in Germany, I stopped hitting her up. And what happened was that little black line that I have below those two fucking messages, that shows the date to when she, between where she hits it up or whatever. So after she said that Germany shit, I think I didn't hit her. It was like a week or so maybe until she sent me that next line that said, "But I like your photos on blah blah blah," because she saw that I wasn't responding, and I didn't respond because I was like, "This chick's all the way in Germany. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, trying to make anything happen." Right. And I think I might have asked her, is she coming to New York or some shit? I can't remember exactly what it was. But usually in those situations, you see if they're coming to your area. And then if they are, then it'd be like, all right, cool. Well, hit me up when you come to the area. But if they're not, then it don't make no sense to be talking to them in that fashion unless you were, for whatever reason, going to be in their area. So, but other than that, don't waste too much time. But let's continue.
Understand what I'm saying? So that's a more subtle way of, the chick trying to let you know she likes what she sees. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another picture right there. Let me get another one. So this one was sort of in the middle of a conversation. I was like, "What are you up to?" "I'm from Brooklyn. I'm out here until Friday morning." And she says, "Oh, okay, I just moved here from New York City." And she says, "You date other people? Why?" She said, "Why?" ? And then she says, "And do you tell each other?" Because she was asking me about my relationship. And then she says, "Beautiful skin tone, by the way." You understand what I'm saying? So this chick, she was asking me about, the open relationship shit, but she's talking about my skin tone being beautiful and all this other shit. And she gets into some other stuff that, I blocked because, I want to keep this, chill and clean. But anyway, so I got one more picture here that I'm going to put up. So this one is real simple. She just hit me up. First thing she says is sexy lips. You understand? And then she gets into some other stuff that we don't need to get into today, right? And
all right, now, so let me remove this real quick. So basically, let me take this off, stop screen. All right, so basically that's just to show you the contrast between what the guys are saying and what the women are saying. And yeah, he said I sent them dirty messages. Yeah, I blocked a lot of the rest of the conversation of how I was setting shit up. But this is what I want you guys to understand. And the main thing I want you to get from this live stream is that you have to stop listening to what these other niggas are saying about you. Because half of it is really hating, truthfully. You understand? The other half is that they don't understand that women like different shit and they think they know what women like based off their own fucking opinion, which is retarded. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy. But this is the other thing that I want to show you guys that is going to really, really fuck with all of these black pill looks guys' heads. Okay? This is the fucking nail in the coffin. This is the shit where if these dudes still talk about this shit and they see this fucking shit, at that point, they're just being stupid. Like they're just being really stupid, right? Now, one of the things I want to say before I show you what I'm about to show you is, there were situations that and again, I'm saying this to use myself as an example, not to toot my own horn, but I'm just using this as an example so that you guys understand, right? So there were jobs that I've gotten, right? Like modeling jobs and other things on reality TV that I got because of my look. No, I remember, I'm sure some of you know, I told y'all before, back in the day, I used to model with polo jeans and all this other stuff. And it was funny because I saw this fucking thread where these niggas was like, how the hell did Locario, how was he modeling? That's crazy. And see, these guys are not in the real world. This is what I'm trying to say. So modeling with polo jeans, I model for some other like companies even before that. And then I got on some reality shows because dudes, that was casting, they're like, yo, I like your look and all this other stuff. And what was funny was when I modeled for polo jeans, it was a dude named Bruce Weber. He's a famous photographer, right? You guys can look him up. Bruce Weber, he's done photo shoots for like some of the biggest stars in the world, right? And when I met Bruce Weber, right, he was basically telling me some things like, Like, or when he was taking the photos, he was like, oh my God, I like the way you look on camera. It looks so good, blah, 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 all this other shit. Right now, again, I'm saying this to make a point, right? Before I get into what I'm going to really get into next. I'm saying this to make a point that, you know, the places where it matters, right, is the only place that it is important for it to matter. So a guy telling you about what he thinks about your looks doesn't fucking matter. Because one, you're not into dudes, right? And you're not trying to mess with this guy. So what the fuck does it matter what he's saying? Because what he's saying does not equate to what the women want to do and what they want. Right now what I'm about to show you next is the fucking nail in the coffin. See, I didn't want to have to take it this far, but they made me do it. These guys made me fucking do it. Okay, I didn't want to take it this far, but they made me do it. Now, what I'm about to share with you, some of y'all might have heard of this website, right? Some of y'all might have heard of this website, but let me pull this up. Let me pull this up so you guys can see this. Some of y'all might have heard of this website, right? This website right here is called beautifulpeople.com. Beautifulpeople.com. Now, this is a dating website. It's like a Tinder, like a Bumble, sort of like a OkCupid, right? But I don't think they have like a swipe right or swipe left or whatever, right? But this is a website called beautifulpeople.com, which is a dating site where beautiful people come to holler at other beautiful people. Now, this is the interesting part about it. And see, Certified Tyrone will know where I'm going with this. In order for you to get on beautifulpeople.com, you have to be voted in by the opposite sex. I'm going to say that again. In order to get into beautifulpeople.com, you have to be voted in by the opposite sex. So what does that mean? That means that you can't just get on beautifulpeople.com. Now, when I was using this was probably like in 2015, 16, something like that. So who knows? Maybe it changed. But at the time when I used it, right? You sign up, you put your pictures up, and then there's like a 48-hour window where the women have to vote on you in order to get into the fucking site. So all of you guys who want to know, oh, if are you good looking or not? If I'm good looking or not, go to beautifulpeople.com and test it out. If you dare. You understand? So basically, long story short, I signed up for beautifulpeople.com and they voted me the fuck in. They voted me the fuck in. Now, let me show you some. So what happens is that when you're on there, you can sign up for the list so that they send you emails when the people, either, like you, message you, send you something or whatever it is. So like when the girls send you messages, they send you an email to let you know that, hey, you got a message, right? So I had a lot of emails coming to my email. I'm going to show you guys my email inbox real quick, right? And what happens is I was on there for maybe like 2016, 2017, and I kind of stopped really like going on it for a minute just because I just forgot about it or I was like doing some other shit. But then I kept seeing them send me emails, but then I stopped the email service or sending them emails around 2019, right? But if I was to log into this right now, right, I could log in, go check my messages, see what's popping off, right? But let me show you guys. So let me take this off the screen. Right now, let me show you guys my inbox. Hold on. Let me share this shit. Where is this shit at? Oh, let me try to find this shit. Okay. So this right here is my inbox, right? So when you see on the left, and some of y'all could probably, when you're watching the rebroadcast, you can, pause it and blow up the video. You can blow up the video now as you're watching this, right? And when you see on the left side, where, right, all of it says beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful people, and it's highlighted because I type that in the search bar so you can see all the stuff. Now, on it, you see it says new message on beautiful people, new message on beautiful people. You see the complimentary beautiful people premium, new message, a member of beautiful people is checking you out right now. A wink on beautiful people. You understand what I'm saying? A member is checking you out right now. All that other shit, right? So what I'm showing you is I'm showing you the inbox of the site when somebody was sending me a message or, liking a picture or whatever the fuck it is. Right? So again, if you notice from everything that I've shown you guys today, right? Everything I've shown you guys today, I've shown you the contrast from multiple dudes saying, oh, Locario's ugly. Oh my God, Locario's this, Locario's that. But isn't it interesting that in all these examples, the women are like, hey, handsome, hey, sexy, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I go to this website where the women, thousands of women, this is in 10 girls or whatever, thousands of women have to vote you in. Thousands of women have to vote you in. So I just showed you a clip of the girl saying, oh, well, you're good looking, so blah, 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 blah. I showed you the fucking Tinder receipts of the women saying, hey, sexy, hey, handsome, oh, nice skin, all this other stuff. Then I also showed you the receipts of me being on the beautifulpeople.com website where the women have to fucking vote you in. Like, what the fuck? See, this is the difference between niggas just on the internet talking shit and dudes actually in real life. See, what dudes don't understand is this, right? And that's exactly right, Andre Taylor. You said they don't care about the truth. That's facts. That's super facts. They don't care about the truth. You show a nigga this whole video and he'll come up with all these excuses. Oh, well, it's because, it's because this and it's because that and it's because this and it's because that. You understand? Black pill my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Like, this shit is stupid. All these niggas gonna do is go back on their channels and start talking like this.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Yes.
Oh, man. It's sad, bro. Because this is what you guys have to understand, right? Do you guys even know, do you realize that sometimes a woman will meet you and she might be attracted to you physically and then also sexually attracted to you just because she thinks you have nice arms? You understand? Exactly, K-Zag. In facts, the real game no theory movement is real. That's what I'm talking about. Like a woman could fucking see a dude, right? And she'd be like, oh yeah, he's okay. He has his face is all right or whatever. But because this nigga has big arms, she's feeling this nigga. Because the way that women in a lot of situations are sexually attracted to a guy is, like I said, sexual attraction. Exactly. Shout out to my dude Ron Wills at the Body Game. Facts. Sexual attraction, combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior, right? What happens is that a woman can see a guy and, let's say he has a handsome face, but let's say he's kind of goofy. He look like a cornball. He don't dress right. And he's like just mad skinny or something like that, right? But a chick may see a guy who she thinks, like she's looking at him he got some nice ass arms or whatever, in her opinion, right? Maybe he got a big chest or whatever. And his face, you know, she's like, his face not all that, but he got some nice arms or whatever. What's going to happen is she's going to look at that guy and be attracted to him sexually. Why? Because she's sexually attracted to the fact that he has nice arms. But also the deeper part is that she may be looking at him and say, damn, this nigga look like he could fuck the shit out of me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what she's thinking. She's thinking this nigga look like he could fuck the shit out of me. Like he could toss me around with them arms. You see what I'm saying? But see, again, when you're a guy who doesn't understand the game, when you're not really out here, when you're not really making any moves, you're not really doing anything, you don't know this shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know. Steve said that in the documentary. You don't understand this shit. So what happens is that a lot of these dudes, what they can do is, you know, they can bullshit themselves if they want and they keep, you know, talking all this stuff and all that other stuff. But until they're actually out here in these streets, like, you got to understand that they don't understand what the fuck is going on. They don't. Because it's extremely idiotic for, you know, these dudes out here to be judging other dudes' looks, right? But it really comes down is to if the woman is attracted to you. See, some of y'all don't even understand or realize how good looking women think you are. You understand? Like, I don't even understand this shit. Y'all don't understand this shit. And this is the funny part. You might be good looking to a lot of women, but your overall game is weak. And then you're thinking the reason why you're not getting the girls is because you're not good looking. Ain't that some shit? You might have women who think you're attractive physically, but you're not really connecting with these chicks. Shit ain't really popping off. But it's not because of your looks, it's because your game's fucking weak. In a lot of these situations. You understand what I'm saying? See, the good looks are the bait. It's the bait. That's the thing. You looking good can catch a woman's eye. You understand what I'm saying? It catches women's eye. But what happens is that it's everything else. It's the vibe. It's all this other stuff that makes you, you know, that makes it stick. Makes it stick. You understand? It makes it stick. So that's the thing. But again, a lot of these dudes, they don't realize this, and this is why they're, you know, all over the place and shit. Let me take some of these questions real quick, and I'm gonna head out because I'm not gonna be here too long because I gotta head out and do some things. But all about the Benjamin says, don't looks matter if a woman is going to consider being a man's short-term fuck buddy or not? Well, yeah, this is the thing. Because let me explain this to you guys, right? Let me say this, because I think a lot of people are confused when I talk about, you know, even with this book. Let me show you guys something, right? So this book right here, Looks Don't Matter, right? A lot of people, they're confused about this book in certain situations because they're like, but Locario, that doesn't mean that's stupid because looks do matter, yada yada yada. In the book, in the first chapter, I talk about how looks matter. So I talk about how looks matter and I talk about how looks don't matter. So I talk about both of the things. But what you have to understand is that both things can be right at the fucking same time. This is what y'all don't get. For example, and I talk about this in the book. You can say, you know, if you get a college degree, getting a college degree matters to get a good job that's going to pay you well. Correct. I agree. But you can also say, hey, you know what? You don't actually need a college degree to get a good paying job. I agree. Both things are true. You understand what I'm saying? Both things are true. You understand? It's like, exactly, you got to be like, Locario changed the title of the book, looks don't matter. I mean, they do, but they don't. Exactly, facts. So, this is what guys don't get. So both those statements is true. So you can get a girl who's sexually attracted to you because of the way you look, but also a woman could not necessarily think you're the best looking dude or really good looking or any of that stuff and still want to fuck you because you still have sex appeal to her. You understand? So you gotta understand that aspect of it. So as far as, you know, what you're talking about is like, don't looks matter if a woman is going to consider being a man's short-term fuck buddy or not. What is the thing? Looks only matter in the sense of sex if she finds you sexually appealing. So what does that mean? That means that if a girl says to you or a woman says, this guy looks good, right? Her saying he looks good doesn't mean she wants to fuck him. You understand what I'm saying? So what that means is that you can be good looking and still not be sexually appealing to the woman. So therefore, what happens is that just you being good looking isn't enough. But on the other hand, though, you can be good looking and then she finds you sexually appealing because of that. You see what I'm saying? And then in that case, that's when your looks are going to matter for you to be able to get the sex in the way, you know, however you want to make it happen in that point because she's sexually attracted. But what guys think is that you're just the way you look overall is going to make everything fucking fall into place. And every girl that thinks you're cute or handsome or whatever is going to want to fuck you. And that's not true. You understand what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have to understand something. A lot of women have an open type. What does that mean? That means that they have different types of guys that they find good looking. So she could find a guy who's tall, clean shaven with muscles, good looking. And then she can also find a guy who's like average height, like 5'7", 5'8", who doesn't have that much muscles and who has a beard, good looking. She can find a guy who's black, good looking. She can find another guy who's white, good looking. Another guy who's Asian, good looking. See, when guys think about good looking, they think, oh, well, there's this one type of guy that every woman likes. And if you're not that guy, it's over. See, what these guys didn't understand, the guys who were like, Mr. Locario is ugly, blah, 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 blah. What they don't understand is that my type of look is attractive to certain women. Do you understand? I'm gonna say that again. My type of look is attractive to certain women. And those certain women are the women who think I'm attractive. You understand what I'm saying? So they may look at me and be like, oh, I like him because he's so dark. I like him because of his lips. I like him because of you know, his muscles and, you know, whatever. Right? So it depends on that particular woman, right? And then also there are situations where I might not necessarily be a woman's physical ideal type, but because I exude sex appeal in the situation, we fucking. You understand what I'm saying? So that shit can happen. And then also I have situations where women they'll tell me, oh, I think you're handsome. I think you're good looking or whatever. But because they're not sexually attracted to me, nothing happens. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not talking all this shit on my ass. I'm telling you shit from experience. I'm telling you shit from people that I've coached. I'm telling you shit from doing this for damn near 15 years. You see what I'm saying? So when these young dudes who just turned 19, 20, 21 or some shit, who set up a YouTube page with some goofy ass name and never show their face and talk about how much looks matter and, oh, it's all about looks. And if you don't look this way, then all of this bullshit. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? You understand? You're like maybe 20, 21 years old. You ain't had no pussy. You don't know how to deal with women, but all of a sudden you know exactly what women want. You know, the type of men that women are going to be attracted to. How? That's interesting. It's very interesting. You understand what I'm saying? Very fucking interesting. You feel me? That shit is crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I gotta head up out of here. But yo, listen, guys, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. We get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure that you guys also go to MrLocario.com to get the book Looks Don't Matter, 7 Ways to Attract Women Without Your Looks. Make sure you guys step that game up. Get that shit cracking. Make sure you guys do that shit. And also, you know, send this to your favorite black pill guy, man. You know, teach him something. Let him, hopefully, you know, they'll stop being knuckleheads. But they're not gonna stop, guys. I already know they're not gonna stop. Because you know what the truth is? The reason why these guys need for me to be unattractive and for women to not think I'm attractive is because they need their narrative to be true so they don't have to put in any work. Because again, remember, the guy, he said, you know, he was like, well, wait a second. Let me show you the thing again before I go. He said, no disrespect to the guy, but he's pretty bad looking. It's his social skills / game that carry him. Right? So if it's my social skills and game that carries me, then doesn't it mean that looks don't matter? Right? But then on the flip side, if it's all about looks and I'm ugly, then how the fuck am I even getting girls? Think about that.
Trends, why you so nice with it? The gear's tight looking right, you got the ice with it. A conversation with me will change your life. Your wife wants the pipe, and when I hit you feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger, I'm hot nigga. She don't rock with you, she got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought, if you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her, then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, well suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitching cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for to go on the trip, now you tripping because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut. You lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass, but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her pennies and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it, but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass, you pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I can ruin your day?